When two awakened people meet, they don't have a relationship in the conventional sense. They don't have that drama of separation and union, pushing and pulling, needing and fulfilling. They simply enjoy each other's company, moment by moment, with no story about past or future. They dance together without stepping on each other's toes because neither of them is trying to lead. It's not a relationship. It's a communion. But communion is rare. Most of the awakened souls you'll meet are wandering through a world of people still caught in the dream, still believing in their own separation, still hungry for that special someone to make them complete. And the awakened person looks at all this with tremendous compassion because they remember what it was like. They remember the hunger, the desperate searching, the belief that happiness was just one person away. They remember it like you might remember a dream you had as a child, vivid, but no longer real, no longer compelling. So they remain alone, in a sense. Not lonely, mind you. Loneliness is what you feel when you're a separate self longing for connection. The awakened person is never lonely because they're never really alone. They're always connected to everything. They're the ocean feeling itself as a wave. But they are solitary in the sense that very few people can meet them where they are. Most relationships require you to pretend to be smaller than you are, to squeeze yourself back into the costume of being a separate individual with needs and fears and ambition. The awakened person can't do that anymore. The costume doesn't fit. And so they live in this world, loving everyone and belonging to no one, available to all but possessed by none. And this is the secret price of awakening that nobody warns you about. You gain everything, the whole universe, in fact, and you lose the ability to play the game that makes most people feel alive. You become cosmically rich and romantically poor. You see the joke, but nobody's laughing with you. You are free, but freedom looks like loneliness to people who are still in chains. And yet, there's something utterly perfect about it. Because the awakened person doesn't feel they're missing out. They're not sitting around wishing they could fall in love the way other people do. They're not lonely for companionship in that hungry, desperate way. They're complete. And completion is what everyone's looking for through relationship but can never find there, because you can't find completeness in another person. You can only find it in yourself, by yourself, for yourself, or rather, by realizing there is no separate self to be complete or incomplete. This is what I mean when I say the awakened soul can't find love. They can't find it because they are it. They've become the very thing everyone else is searching for. And you can't find what you already are. You can't seek what you've already become. The search is over, but the party's still going on, and everyone at the party is still searching. So the awakened person sits in the corner, radiating love to everyone who passes by, but rarely do people stop. They're too busy looking for love to notice it standing right there. And that, my friends, is the cosmic joke, the cosmic tragedy, the cosmic perfection of it all. The awakened soul becomes love itself, and in doing so, becomes impossible to love in the way that most people understand love. They've transcended the game entirely. And once you've transcended the game, you can't go back and play it with a straight face. You're done, complete, whole, and profoundly, beautifully, perfectly alone in the crowd. Not because no one loves them, but because everyone does and no one knows it.